load in due time. There are two evil among soul characters to find. Where's my two outsiders? Was the medium? They said are either drunk or. Damn it! Double click bug. Uh, good reason to believe they were a medium. Okay. So they're backing each other up. One. One is evil. Okay, so that. Okay. Wrong. Those both. Yeah, that does for additional damage. Okay. The knight's ability does of extra damage does still trigger if it's okay. Kind of hoping it. Um, that should be the only corrupted one. Just is a lie. Wherefore, this has to be a lie. Judge. Jason. Lying. They are okay. They're okay. There is a plague. Okay. Wait, I can do it again. Did it change that? 7 is evil. Well, I knew 7 was evil. But that does add up. So they're corrupted. You're 0 corrupt. Accurate. I double click again. Whoop. Okay, no. And this lot of potential lost. 1 away. Left side. 4 was affected. At the base, already affected them. If that's the base, there needs to be another one. Otherwise, 10. One of them is so. One needs to be corrupted, then 2 are just lying. Realistically, this one does make sense, so one of them is lying. Also, there's 2 of those. Oh, it's possible. They are saying the same. There are 3 even. Okay, there's only 2 evil. They're definitely lying. Not corrupted. Um, to be so, the architect is corrupted. They would have. Not a drunk. Okay, so the amount that says in the top right is base level. Three E. Not adjacent. Doppelganger is not imp. Add up. Whereas if unlikely, they would next to each counselor. That does add up. They're not lying. They're not lying. 2 away from corrupted. They do seem to be lying. They're corrupted. Okay. Um. Well, that's then a lie. Which if are in not adjacent to the up. So, 7 was affected by. That's not correct. Poisoner minion. So this is a lot of lying. Uh, Either the doppelganger or like doctor. Fortune teller. Baker who immediately stopped saying they were something means they are either corrupted or evil. So corrupted is very likely. One is evil, 2 is corrupted. I'm willing to believe that. Yeah, okay. This is always going to be a lie. 1, 2, 9. Okay, so 9 is no. 8 is true. Does mean it's also lesser. Says they're not evil. Dreamer, Gem Crafter. 9 or 10. But it would mean they're definitely lying. Okay, since you will be a guaranteed liar. Uh, check. Let's check. Is the gem crafter E6 or 8 false? Okay, but there have to be lying and confessor. No, so poisoner. Okay, that's not very helpful. I can check whether they are lying. If I ask about the poisoner, this is means they're either lying. Doesn't super help. So you know that's not the poisoner. So we also corrupted. One of them at least corrupted. We're speaking. We're speaking. One of had to be corrupted by the plague doctor, and one of these poison or evil makes it more likely the hunter to lie rather than speak the truth. Right? So on the other hand, this one, which feels I guess it's possible if they're evil. So the potential options. No, because if they lie, all of them are good. So this one definitely not lying. This one is definitely not lying. So we then know that there needs to be at least three poisoned characters in the game. Because at least one of these, instead of just then one of these needs to be one that is not either the Confessor or the Empress. Poison. So chance of this one pretty low. So if I kill them and confirm that they're does not super help, still a gamble. No, because the hunter can't be evil. Because if the hunter is evil, he would be speaking the truth, which can't be. So he can't. Um, Seven could be evil because he's lying. 10 could be evil. That would be possible. Yeah, you were. I think you were saying you were a fortune. It is either one of these evil. True. Okay, so they're not evil. I completely forgot you still had your original. Um. Okay, well that means they're evil. So there will be three outsiders. 2 away from close. Counter close. One or 3. 2 corruption. Gonna be cured. That doesn't add up. Also, I've seen no. So you are lying. I just. Okay. Considering 2 of them are hidden, the doppelganger and the drunk both have to be in play. The doppelganger can only be the jester. So we know that both the jesters will be speaking the. 1 and 3 is a counselor is wrong. Closest evil is counter. Lies 2 away from close. If we were to assume both of those, it would have. Lying, but we know they won't. They will say 2. They will say 0. Okay. Bam. Only 1 correct. Those lying 4 or 3 cards away. Okay. One of them is evil. Yeah, because the drunk doesn't copy. Right side is more evil. And there's 2 slayers. Okay. Okay. That's pretty straightforward. So we know that 1 is not. Drunk is very likely. Three from closest. Odd. 4 or 6. Okay. They're speaking. They are either corrupted. For this to be true, you would need to be evil, which wouldn't work. And the Oracle would. Now, Oracle is either corrupted or evil. That is fair to any of them. No one of these is right side. Add up. 4 or 6. Random info. Right side. Assuming those could both be. one or two evil, 2 or 3 evil. Yes, I can pretty much say the poet is not lying. So let's scout is evil. Okay, that's Lilith. You are wrong. You are wrong. Either one of you is evil, but you could very well be drunk. Oh, gamble no scout. They were drunk, and that means like Doctor. Okay, so we know there's a corrupt doctor. Original Baker. Cure the corruption. Possible. Double Plague Doctor. Okay, so one of them is lying. Judge. Bishop. Left side is more. Alright. Judge and bishops are both in R. He cured one corrupt. I don't believe that the left side is more. Okay, when he's lying. That is possible. Will you blatantly? Yes. Okay. No, 6 is not evil, but already know that. Does suggest that this one might be right. They're not. They're so evil? Like Doctor? That is a twin me. Okay, so they're not lying. We know they're not corrupted. They are almost definitely lying. They would have been a baker if they. What? What? No plague doctor found. Why is it? think that's a bug. Did you happen to be the shaman? No. Apparently not. Okay, that's just weird. Found outcasts? Likely. Villager and lots of slayers. It's almost guaranteed to be a doppelganger. There are no outcasts. Okay, so that's it. That could be true if this is drunk. In which case, we're drunk. These are the doubled. Ubiquitous. Outcast. You doppelganger. Okay. One. There's a minion outcast. Five. Villager. 5, 7, and 8. Villager minion. Um, I believe this. Like, if that's the minion, it's true. And either the fortune teller or the hunter drunk. Okay. Fortune teller is drunk, which suggests that the judge is evil. Five was a fool. There are 3 outcasts this time. 1 card away from corrupted. Would suggest that this one is saying the truth. This is the drunk. One of would be counselor. Confessor is dizzy. There is a bombardier. 4 cards. Okay, that is possible. If that is true, if these are doppelganger, judge should then say that they are lying, which is not corrupt. Okay, then that your outcast. Aren't you? It could be. Oh, so they're the drunk. They're the drunk, which is a villager. They're the minion. They count themselves as a villager. These two are then one of them is doppelganger. Guard most likely. 5. Then Professor is in fact evil. Not adjacent to each other. Good, okay. Original Baker. Baker? Baker? A bit suspicious on not adjacent. Okay. 9 is evil, 2 is corrupt. I believe that. Can't be clockwise. Scout is, well, almost definitely evil. Yeah. So there's one more. There's reason to believe those three. We know two is good, because they're just corrupted. Professor, we know is good. Uh, they're just all adjacent to each other. Poisoner, counselor. Okay, so two outcasts. Dizzy. Zero corrupt. And not jit. Do not have stealthy out or either corrupted or you see you compared to is wrong. For the plague doctor. 3, 4, or 8. That bombardier, I believe, be likely. Um, other jet to possible. Izzy. If so, either the knitter, professor, or alchemist still need to be counselor. Still needs to be. You are the poisoner. It won't add up. Because you would have to be speaking to the confessor is likely the poisoner, architect, uh, most likely corrupted. Okay, then the alchemist is speaking the truth. The other alchemist is definitely lying, and this is a known truth. Now, either a doppelganger or a drunk, so no character was affected by evil. Know that to be true. Original, not a J. Okay. So none of these are copying. So the drunk is almost definitely in place. So there should be 3 liars. Order in which you kill them? This seems unlikely. Could be drunk. No, they are lying. Not adjacent to her. That's a misclick again. I can't one address. I'm going to guess it's not true. Okay, they're not adjacent to it. Or drunk again. Okay, you are just a meme. Which means there's still the drunk out there. No, you were. No. Those lies doesn't feel like a slayer that couldn't themselves doppelganger. They were effective six. One pair of evil outside of clockwise. Heal hunter. Poet. Okay. Doppelganging. One pair. 9 was effective. Starts away. Could only be one corrupted. There's no drunk. So based on this, they are indeed. Uh, and they are indeed the real poets. This part is there for lying. Don't see any of these fluence nines, so there we go. Regional Baker, like Doctor, Over, okay, both characters, good. Okay, so the shaman would never. You're either corrupted, not corrupt. Then they have to be. Fair enough. That's just wrong. They've also just wrong. There's only one outcast and we know what they are. One of you. Meeny, miny. Wrong one. Wretch. 8 or okay, one of these fake, which one of those is definitely no corrupted characters, which 9 and 10, there's a villager and a minion. Yep. I could have told you that. So they are also not evil, but is 2 cards away from unlikely. One evil adjacent. Okay. So if the wretch is real, they should say it's cabbage. Okay, so the wretch is real. The bombardier is fake. Idorten is, so we know that is only one pair of evil. Okay, so just 2 cards away. No, that doesn't add up because both of these are true. So the lover has to be flying. Bah? Baker, okay. Left side is more evil. 6 is good according to them. They wretch, which wretch always shows up as evil, and there's no corruption once the wretch shows up, so they're just Hunter, corrupts his character, Dreamer. There is no corruption in the game, so the bard is lying. Knight, so killing the knight is a massive bombardier. And a wretch. Okay. One of those. That is true. This is not the Puka, at least. Okay. That Hunter speaking. Cannot be disguised as. Okay, so that is just. That is actually quite. So that means the bombardier is. You were speaking truth. One parry feed. Seems unlikely. Possible. I want to just know. Who you use truth for? Or 3E. Who do not speak the truth. Lying. You are speaking the truth. Well then, give me a blatant lie, please. Yes, okay. So, they are lying. They are lying. They are lying. Yeah. Be one in the middle. 3 outcasts. No corrupted character. Possible. Good. 0 corruption. Is a plague. There is a wretch. So the alchemist is all. It says 0. They're basically always saying that they're 2 is evil, 2 is corrupted. That just seems like a lie. Okay. Okay, so that's the false one. So we now know the Bombardier and the Wretch are both real, and there is a doppelganger out there. 2 is speaking the truth. The alchemist is speaking. Professor is speaking the truth. Tell me that there is. That's a lie. Okay. That's pretty straightforward. Puka, double minion, possible plague doctor. Part away from. That would be either 3 or. You cured corruption, which is very plausible. 3 cards away. Fortune teller, judge, another fortune. Cards away from. Cured 1 corruption. Now, there is a doppelganger. So one of the 3 pairs is speaking the truth. Or at least not evil. Three cards away from possible. Are the hunters. According to hunters. That can't both be true. At least lying. You're saying that is true. Problem is there's is here. I just need to know whether you're the minion. Does not mean it's the only corrupting it. This is a lie. Either the minion. The only way for this to be is for either they themselves or next to them. Which could be true for the alchemist. But this hunter would this one would need lying. Fortune teller would also need to be lying. And that just does not add up. So more likely, alchemist. The scout is therefore lying, and the empress is lying. That means both the hunters would add up with the fact that there's their doppelganger in play. So there we go. Only one outcast. Either be drunk doppelganger. There, it's pretty straight. Judge. Left side is more. Is one card. There are two empresses. Okay. Assuming that is correct. Reason to believe architect is equal than lying. One of them is doppelganger most likely. This one says no evil. The judge should then say that this is true. Prisoner, one outcast. Don't know. 4 cards away from closest evil. incredibly unlikely. Not adjacent. No doppelganger. Think. Okay. Okay. One of those is not adjacent to. Neither of those were. You're speaking. You're speaking. Um. They're not adjacent. We know these are all. They're all backing each other up, and they end up in a correct assessment. Poisoner is lying. So of course it's not. So you can't be lying by yourself. Okay. It's possible that the hunter is the drunk and the bombardier is fake. It can't be. Only way this works. Uh, by that needs to be one of these. Are backing each other up when a correct assessment. You lying if it proof if it was you, so it can't be you. Has to be the bombardier. Who was the Zero corruption. One pair of evil. 7 is the real shit. It's not drunk and it's not a double. Okay. There's a bomb. You're speaking truth. Most likely. Lying. Okay, so you're either corrupted or evil. Couldn't kill A. Zero evils. Okay. You back that same claim. Do. So there are two. You are corrupted. Fortune. Corrupted. Okay, so you are not. You're just drunk. You are also good. Will be lying. Only one pair of you. That could be wrong in two different ways, which is not particularly like Doctor. Okay. Does that up? Come on, right? Yeah. 3 evil. Okay. Judge. Wrong. Wrong thing, but Damn it. That misclick. Give it away because otherwise known if one of them was corrupted. So no, one of no, they're both lying. We don't know which one is corrupted and which one is because I double clicked on this one instead of actually correctly. That is. Eeny, meeny, miny. Hey! Lilith. Either a doppelganger. No corrupted. Possible. 5 is good. You guys are backing. Clockwise. 4 or 7 is a minion. Possible. I'll gamble on it. Okay, that is true. Means neither of those are lying. Likely. Or also not. You are lying. Oh, so you are lying because they're equidistant. Two outcasts. Drunk or a doppelganger. One or two. No outcast. Okay. We'll very quickly go to the 20. I'll be back. I have returned. Okay. So, considering there's no visible outcast, there is going to be both a doppelganger and a drunk. And 3 lives. Alright. King. Check. Okay, yeah, that just seemed wrong. Corruption. Damn it. Just both. Ah. 2 outcasts. 1 should be visible. Wretch. Drunk. The German. So that's just wrong. Wretch. I just realized I left my glass somewhere. I'll be grabbing that real quick. They're at least wrong. So they could be drunk, but they also could be poisoned. Two away from closest evil. So that is the puka. They lie. They're all villains. If that is the puka, that won't. Because puka nudger backs up that thing, correct? And there is no plague doctor in place to corrupt it without being outcast. So the bishop, at least, is not the puka. And the bishop be drunk? Yes, and the hunter could. Drunk is good, so the gem crafter will still think that 7. Counselor, yes. If it's counselor, it'll be hunter, gem crafter. They are speaking the truth. One of these. See the hunter. Okay, the hunter is the puka. Okay, that does give a lot of information. That means that we know that 3, 4, 7 are all good. Uh, means bishop. Uh, it's not a real bishop. We know that. They're either the drunk or the counselor. Okay. Is that's the empress counselor. What we know is that 6 is not the real bishop. We know that they are like there for the night out. Um, and they also need to all be villagers. So I can stab the knight, and nothing will. You cannot be wrong. Can't be the drunk, and you're also not next to. Know that the puka is not next to another evil. The empress is wrong, but not evil. Um, you also know you're a villager. One of you needs to be wrong, and one of you is counselor. Do I have any information that would make actually understand which one is which? Not. Oh no. if the bishop was the drunk, then the counselor wouldn't be able to be the gem crafter because the drunk is good. So that would be not be a lie. So the bishop has to be counselor, and six, yeah, and someone is drunk. Got a puppeteer, so we've got 4 evil. So the wretch is in play. That's gonna be really funny. 7 is a real druid according to you. 4 cards away with closest evil. That is so definitely a lie. That is just not possible, and there's no drunkenness. Alright, well, that's Lilith's come. So I don't have to worry about the timer. Four cards away from closest evil. Also not possible. Puppeteer. Do know that he activated, so one of these is in fact a real puppet. There are no corrupt characters, that is true. Know that. But that does not necessarily make them evil. There's the wretch. You should tell me are no outcast. You're speaking the truth. You're likely speaking the truth. Basically guaranteed. They're still a liar. Is lying. Okay, that's correct. You will be are too evil. You're not the one that is being grabbed. You will say that there's one evil, yeah. Lying. Anyway, you are not lying, so we know that the bard is the puppet. Puppeteer. We did pull off 6 or 7. Theoretically possible. Much more. Closest evil is equidistant. 4 cards away from close. Definitely right. If I heard 1 corruption is wrong, 2 or 8 is okay. Yeah, okay. Clears 1 corruption. Likely. There is a Plague Doctor. So what? Choose the puppet. And both the poets are evil. Puka, which there's definitely a corrupted character. Here's a Black Doctor. Professor, Confessor is busy. Consider. Closest evil is equidistance of 1 or 3. Which. Oh. Tell me, is they corrupted? Okay, so they were this. Good. 3, 4, and 8. So you have to be all the ones that they are saying. So 4 and 8 are village. Will lie. So tell me, are these both good? They are both good. Okay. Which means there's not a drunk, but there's a double. Closest equal is this. Okay, so this is the fortune teller. Pretty straightforward. Lilith, one hidden outcast, and then there's the witch and the shaman. Okay, 3, 5, and 8. 3, 8. One evil. Okay. Corrupted character. Uh, possible. One pair of evil. 6, 7, or Confessor. Confessor is dizzy. They're either the drunk, which gives me information, or they're evil. Okay, they're just evil. There is still another minions, but it's still possible. Away from closest. Um, theoretically possible. Unlikely. We just stab for. Damn. One pair of evil. Okay, so we know that that is correct. But that knitter is not evil. For the rest, there's either a drunk or a doppel. Not necessarily wrong. Does seem wrong. Outcast very well be. Assuming they are correct. Ooh. Thank God that that one reduced damage taken. Okay. So you're at least not lying. Considering you're not lying. one character. So just that scout is evil, which would be two outsiders. And a shot. Real doppelganger. Okay. Okay, so there is. It does seem to be 4 5. Wrong. These all back each other up, which seems um well unlikely. Shaman should have doubled someone. Yes, it is possible. You should know that there's at least a drunk and a doppelganger. Is a doppelganger. There are two same villager rules. Separate from the doppelganger? Yes, they're at least one of these, or both of those. Why did I kill that one? That one was correct. Okay. One or two of the shot. Drunk? Okay. Assuming they're to speak, still need a doppelganger. Yeah? Makes sense that one of those. Yes, this is the drunk. Then it all backs each other up, but this one is saying something weird. Um, Boat is lying. It should be evil. It lies, and it's just that one is also possible. But I feel like because the original Baker did show up. Okay, made a mistake. That one. Uh, 3 outcasts. Wretch, at least. Left side is more evil. One card. 5 is good. Simple way of knowing if that one is good. That's that's a couple of gem crafters too many. Dreamer is likely lying. Okay, they are lying. They were just drunk. Therefore, 7 and 4 are good. They both point out that the drunk is technically is true. Um, you're saying 2 is good. I don't see how I would have 3 of the same. This one, Chancellor. Yes, 2 is not good. Therefore, is the bar. Okay. No G. Okay. 2 or 4. One, 6, 7. Okay, no, that does not add up. So all of those have to be good. Okay. Tell me. 3 evils, you say? Real architect. Both sides are. In that case, this has to be Y. No shaman. In play. Eight. I just wanted information, but hey, that works. Okay, so this one is likely not. 3 cards away from close. Theoretically possible. Do you think this is a witch? Do you think it could be a minion? Hmm. That is tough. You're at least wrong. Or correct. Both sides to be equal will need to be each drop. Hey, Puka or Dizzy were, well, almost definitely wrong. Only one evil, that is correct. Actually, no, it might not be correct. No, it is correct. 3 cards away from corrupted character seems so. Because we know that they're speaking. So, are you speaking? You are not speaking. But why? You have to be. I double clicked again. Oh, why do I keep doing that? But they're corrupted by the plague sir. They're lying. It can't be that the bard. Uh, this one is so. So the professor is infectable. Puka minion. Pokwa. Plague doctor. Okay. A lot of. Um, they're saying that they're dizzy. They're saying that 7 or 8. Both characters are good. Okay. Which means they, since they're targeting themselves, if they are lying, well, they have to be drunk. Twice, that could be the thing. Damn it. Damn it. I keep double clicking. It's so. Um. Druid should tell me that. There are no August costs, so the Druid is also lying. I have a reason to believe left side is not more evil. You are corrupted, okay. Both characters seem like good if either a minion. Good. Corrupted. They're a minion. Since you're corrupted, you're also corrupted. Or are. Okay, well then there's reason. lightened. Nope. They were just the ones because play clocks are corrupted. Oh, I fucked that. I really messed that up. I'll see if it gets AMQ running actually. See if that works. Yeah, no, wasted it. So, okay, tab over. That one. Okay. Games. Setting. Let's update that. It's working. Okay, I'm gonna very have to check whether this shows a particular thing. Uh, er, I just have to very quickly. If does this work? It does, but I might have to hide the videos with precision. Um. Okay. I'll. I'll okay, why is it still good to that? I will see whether I can get that to work. In the capture property, games building window capture. Okay, window capture that I need. That do I have one of them? I'll just add that. See if I can get this running. Display. Uh, capture. Capture. Window capture. There it is. Just cool. Window capture. Back to window. And it does work. Now it did decide that it want that all the way on top, which is not where I want. So stop double clicking. Drag that down. Okay, so okay that works. sure. I think that works. I'll just wait. Hmm. I did not actually check whether this is within terms of service because it very well might not be. Is a it is a category, so you would imagine it is, but hmm, just not sure whether it is. And I'd actually rather not risk that. um, I'll actually have to look that up. But I now know at least that I can set it up. So I'll look it up. I might do that next week. Um, so for now, I'll just end it here. I think a bit early, but um, yeah, I've got to check whether it's within terms of service because it is probably copyrighted music. So I'd have to check. Anyway, well, I guess I'll end it here for now. I'll be back tomorrow with Ombanar, and next week I will maybe do some AMQ, but I'll have to double check. Um, because I just don't know whether it's within Twitch's terms of service. Uh, so yeah,